Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I do appreciate everyone for stopping by and checking out the channel. If you do at all enjoy the channel or find anything helpful, please subscribe. And like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. So basically in this video, I'm going to be explaining how I complete my maintenance details in under an hour. So as you see here, I just pretty much prepare, get the wiper blades up, get everything I need for the exterior wash. And then obviously I start with the wheels first. Just go in with a light pre-rinse with everything. Here you see, then I grab degreaser and obviously, spray the degreaser on the wheels, get all that brake dust and everything, break all that down so that it's easier process when it comes to washing. And like I said, start with the foam, and then we go ahead and agitate. I don't use any buckets or anything because it's super hot in Vegas, so it's just like one of the things that cuts out time when I don't have to use buckets and fill up buckets and things like that. That is how I'm able to complete these details in under an hour, by eliminating some of those things that you don't have to necessarily do on every vehicle. Like with maintenance clients, these are clients I'm seeing bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, so it's like not that much dirt. It's light dust at most. You can tell by this car it's not dirty at all. It's just like it just needs maintenance and needs touch-up, so therefore I don't have to bring out buckets or anything like that. I just go in with the degreaser, foam, and then pretty much just agitate everything up. And like I said, I like to keep a clean workspace, so I do put away all my wheel cleaning and all that stuff away, just so I can keep a clean workspace. I hate like knocking things over and everything, stuff being in the way. So like once I complete the wheel cleaning, I rinse all the wheels down. I don't rinse the wheels off right away once I'm done. I just kind of do all the wheels first, and then I rinse the wheels down while I'm in the process of rinsing the car down before I put the foam on. That just kills time, saves time right there in itself. Just, instead of rinsing down each wheel right after, you're gonna literally foam it right back up. So I do just rinse off the wheels once I'm done with the whole washing process. Also, I use spot-free water, so for those people that may say, hey, you're washing the car in direct sunlight, it's totally fine. I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I haven't had a single issue with washing cars in the direct sunlight. Yes, it would be nice to have a little canopy, but like I said, unfortunately, I have a little limited space to work with, as you can see in the background. I mobile detail out of my Sedan, so there's not much space for something like that, so I have to make it work with what I have at the moment. So yeah, like I said, it would be nice, but it does not affect the car or anything of that state that I'm washing in direct sunlight. Like I said, I use spot-free water. If you're having a hard time washing a car in direct sunlight, you're most likely using the wrong type of water, and it's like I've used that water before and it's really difficult to wash in direct sunlight. But once you make that switch over to spot-free water, you won't have those issues. So when I go in with the wash process, I like to start with the top. As you can see in the clip, I like to start at the top of the vehicle and work my way around. Like I said, I don't use any buckets. This is another way of just cutting down on time. So once I finish with the top, I like to go the windows and hit the middle, and I go all the way around with that process, and then I come back around like you see in this clip here. I hit the bottom part last because, as we all know, that is the dirtiest part of the vehicle. So like I said, I start the top and then pretty much work my way down, but I go all the way around the car first, and then I come and work my way back around. And then once I'm done with the wash, this is just like kind of the basics, but these are just some of the steps that help me finish these details in a timely manner. Just some of my I would say my structure. This is how I pretty much detail any car, any size, and I finish these cars within under an hour or at an hour at most, no matter the size of the vehicle, just because I'm following these simple structures and doing these things in this specific order. So like I said, once I'm done with the whole wash process, you can see how quick I'm already done with the car. The car is pretty much clean and everything, with the wheels, tires, the whole car is clean. I want to say I started this detail at around 11:47, and I finished around like 12:42, something like that. So it was like a little under an hour. That's pretty good. As you know, I am a solo detailer. I don't have any help. So for me to detail cars under an hour is not bad at all. If I had help, you obviously know that gets cut in half. The time gets cut in half with having a helper. So this towel I am using, it's called an absorber. You can get these at pretty much anywhere. I would feel like I normally find mine at the parts store, any Walmart locations. It's basically a towel. You can squeeze out the water, as you can see I'm doing here, and you just keep moving. It doesn't get soaked up or anything. It just absorbs all the water. And then, like I said, once the towel starts to get full, you can kind of feel it. It starts to get like wet, and then you just pretty much squeeze it all out. And it's dry again, and you basically just keep it going. I've used this forever. I haven't yet tried out the microfiber wash drying towels, but I feel that these are the most effective. I feel like those ones, they eventually get soaked up, and then maybe you have to wait for them to dry, but I could be wrong. But yeah, these are great for drying the car off. Once I'm done with the whole car drying off process, I like to jump right into the door jambs, clean all the door jambs. I don't use any spray on the door jambs unless it's necessary, because as we all know, the door jambs are still pretty much like damp with water. So I just pretty much go in and just dry up all the water in the door jambs and use it as a lubricant to keep the to clean up the door jambs. Like I said, I don't use any spray or anything unless the door jambs are really caked up, but normally I would just pressure wash that out. But if I have to come back in with any kind of spray, I will, but not necessarily. So once I'm done with the door jambs, I like to blow out all the cracks and crevices in the wheels to get all that water out, so that it's not leaking after, you know, they drive away or move the car or whatever. We blow everything out, touch up all the wheels all the way around, and then I clean inside of the wheel liners and things like that, like the little edges or whatever. Clean around the little edges so that that's all touched up and looking nice. Once I'm done with wiping the wheels, I don't apply the dressing right away. I go right into the interior and I blow out the interior front to back and underneath the seats, in between the seats, pretty much everywhere. Try to get everything blown out. I like to blow out the panels, the dash, like pretty much everything, to try to get that dirt shifted from the panels so that I can come in with my wipe down process. So this is one of the major steps how I finish faster. I wipe down first before I vacuum. I do this because I like to push all the dirt, dust all down to the floor and vacuum once. I don't know how many people they do it. I know a lot of people vacuum first, wipe down, and come back with another vacuum. So instead of vacuuming twice, you cut down that and just vacuum once. Like I said, this is all maintenance clients. So for one, the cars aren't dirty. This is not a process I would do if I was doing a full detail. That is totally different. If this is like only maintenance clients you're doing on a regular basis, and their cars are pretty clean and you're like already knowing what to expect. So I wipe everything down first, shift all the little dirt or whatever, which is not much because I blow the car out first. So I like to wipe everything down, get everything all cleaned up and shiny, do all the dash doors and everything like that, so that once I come in with the vacuum, I'm only vacuuming once, and that cuts down on not gonna say so much time, but it cuts off like at least 5 minutes of just, and 5 minutes is a lot. Like 5 minutes, if I can cut down 5 minutes, that's a lot to me. So anything to cut down time, whether it's 2 minutes or whatever, because I would rather finish in 58 minutes than an hour. I don't know, there's something weird about me, but I like to cut down on time. If there's anything I can do to cut down on time and doesn't affect my quality, then hey, I'm doing it. So like I said, I wipe everything down first. Once I get everything wiped down, I go in with the vacuum. Now, like I said, I'm doing every step once. So this is why I'm really efficient when it comes to maintenance details, because I'm doing the process once. I'm not vacuuming twice. I'm not wiping everything down twice. Yes, I am double checking my work, but I'm not going in with the full vacuum and then wipe everything down and come back and vacuum up all the dirt that has felt and hit the floor. I'm not gonna do that. So I cut down on time with just, like I said, wiping things down first, and then we come in with the vacuum last. Give it one good vacuum, and the interior is pretty much done at that point. So uh yeah, that's one crucial step that cuts me down on time, that actually helps out a lot versus the other step. So once I'm done with the interior is pretty much done. I like to come in with the windows last. Not last, but second to last, because the tires are last. But I like to come in with the windows, get the windows clean. I start with the windshield. As you can see here, this is an important step as well too. I start with the windshield because the windshield is pretty much the toughest window, I would say, to clean, because that's what the driver sees the most. So it's one of the important things to clean. You want to make sure those are streak free. So I know when my towel is at its cleanest, obviously I get a brand new towel to do windows, but when it's at its fullest cleanest, I like to start with the hardest part first, which is the windshield. Go in the up and down pattern, side to side, flip the towel to the dry side, and repeat that process again, and that literally leaves my windows streak free. I use a product called Final Touch by 3D. It's not a window cleaner, it's a final touch spray, but it works great with windows. You don't need a whole lot. You just mist it on your towel and your window, and it goes a long way, and it works great. I haven't used a window cleaner and I don't know how long. I had no success with window cleaners until I met this product. Once I'm done with all the windows inside and out, we go ahead and dress those tires up, get those tires looking pretty again. This is pretty much like the final touch to the car. It's just like the best, this is like the best part in my opinion. I lied, that's not the last step. The last step is like wiping down the car, obviously, because you may have like little water driplets or whatever stuff you may miss during the washing process. So I like to go in with a wipe down, and as you can see, I'm squatting down because I like to look directly into the car to make sure I'm getting everything right, versus leaning over. You can obviously not obviously, but you can it's possible to miss things that you don't see on the lower end by doing it standing up. So I like to squat down, look down into the paint so I can see that I'm getting everything pretty much, and clean up the gas cap. And yeah, man, here are some after clips of how this maintenance detail turned out. This is one of my clients where we do come do all three of their cars once a month. And yeah, man, it's pretty simple. Everything turned out great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you at all found this helpful or enjoyed the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on IG, Facebook, TikTok, everything, if you want to keep up in the loop. Also feel free to DM me or anything if you need any questions. Thank you.